To put behind. Oh, okay.
So it's like, ready? We're beginning. Why does it say America's Brazil Lion Mart? Okay, anyway. Go.
Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Okay, so you're gonna have to say, my name is blah blah blah, and I'm a senior at blah blah blah.
Are you already recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Okay, so, hi, I'm Julie. Should I say my last name?
You can say it if you
I'll
want.
restart. Hi, Hi, I'm Julie. I'm a senior at Seminole High School. What was the other thing I had to say?
That was it. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just gonna get right to it. Do you think that Health Academy should be a whole different school, or do you like the idea of it being mixed in with Standard and IB?
Ooh. That's a good question. I feel like one of those fucking people that are like, oh my god, I think actually it would be kind of cool if it was a separate part, because then I don't know, I think there'd be more one-on-one and we wouldn't have to like travel, and we can stay in one place. I hate walking across the campus. Our campus is huge. So I think doing that would keep us like put together.
Your opinions on dating in high school?
Woo. Okay, so I've been through my rough patches. Dating in high school is good if you can handle it. If you can juggle schoolwork and dating at the same time, go for it. If you can't, and you know you can't, because there's some people out there that know they can't, don't do it. I went through a lot of people. I'm on my last one. I've been dating him for about a year and a half. So we've met in junior year, and it's been good. But I feel like freshman, sophomore, junior year, you shouldn't really date. Just so you get your time in, you know? Feel that. Okay, yeah.
Okay, and do you recommend having a job in high school?
Yes. Not sophomore, obviously you can't do anything sophomore year. I'm fucking dumb. Just cut that shit out. Again, it's a personal kind of thing. There's a spider on my leg. Sorry. Can I change my answer?
Yes.
Don't get a job in high school. I almost failed a couple of my classes because of it. Senior year, yes, because obviously you need to. I keep looking at you, Logan. Senior year, you should be able to, just because you're about to go in the real world and you kind of need to have some money. But junior year, do not get into that, because you need to focus your entirety on school.
Okay. What is one class you think everyone should take in high school, even if Seminole doesn't offer it? For like life experience.
Okay, I'm gonna say economics, but like the way they do economics here is bad. I feel like they should do more budgeting tips and more stuff like that, because the way they did economics here, they did like the system and all that shit, and it got people like bored and nobody paid attention. I feel like they should do more like budgeting, how to write a check, how to fucking survive in this world. You might have to bleep that out. But yeah, you can't. That's like the only thing. I mean, if you're a female though, I feel like child development, I went through that one. Child development is a really good class, just so you can learn how to take care of a kid in case mishaps happen. That's it.
That was the next question. Your opinions on pregnancy in high school, and how would you deal with it if it were you?
It's tough. A few people have gotten pregnant. I mean, you can't really prevent it. You can. Okay, you can't prevent other people, is what I meant to say. You can't prevent other people from doing what they're gonna do. They're gonna have their own experiences. So I feel like people shouldn't judge people for being pregnant, just because it's already hard on them enough, especially if they have like harsh parents. If it were me, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not crazy bitch. I'd probably be excited. But if it were me, I would be stressed out. I'm still in high school. I haven't gotten like a good paying job yet. The next job I'm gonna get is paying $10 an hour. Like that's still minimum wage. $2 more, whatever. But I feel like they should have a little more supplies to help out with that. I personally haven't gone to the front office and been like, I'm pregnant, help me. But I feel like they should have like more people to speak out and talk about that kind of stuff.
What are some improvements that Seminole needs to do?
I feel like they should work on focusing on the kids' mental health more than their actual money. Yeah. The 9th grade center, I feel like, was a ridiculous idea. I felt like they should have expanded on the actual school. Separating the kids is actually a really bad idea just because it's a whole other transition they have to do now. Instead of middle school is like the worst years of your life. And when you have to go to a new place that this isn't even like a place to like see the older people, it's a place by yourself with all these still immature kids. I feel like separating them delays their development a little bit, not gonna lie. So I feel like that was a bad idea. And then they just need to improve on their cost of, it's hard to explain. I just don't, they do need to expand on this parking lot. They need more parking spots because that is ridiculous. There are a lot of people who park, there's a whole bunch of fields here. They can literally move something over a little bit, put some more parking spots in, and whatever. But they need to fix that, and I feel like they shouldn't be so expensive. And I understand there's not a lot of parking spots, but kids can't pay for. And like you're asking your parents to pay. I paid $170 for my parking spot. That is at the back of the parking lot, and I was there first. I was there at 6 o'clock in the morning to pay for my personalized parking spot, and I ended up spending $130, and I still had to. You have to pay for your paint yourself, which is expensive. So. That's a pet peeve of mine. Anyway, just simple stuff like that. Yeah.
Do you have any other questions, comments, or concerns about Seminole or high school in general?
Why is it like this? You know, there's obviously some things that every high school needs to change. Like bullying, I don't think is a big thing anymore. I mean, it's still a big thing, but I feel like it's not as like physical as it used to be, which they could also put some more like help into that kind of stuff. Most of these counselors here do not give a shit about you. Promise you that. Like there were a couple times where I walked up to a counselor, I've had a problem of my own, and they were just like, they gave me tips, but they weren't personable about it. Like if you want to talk to somebody, I feel like what needs to happen is they need to have an actual heart, and they need to understand what you're going through, and just be there for you rather than just giving you a straight up answer from the book, if that makes any sense. I feel like they should just have some people who actually care. Especially in the nursing's office, dude. Like the other day, I wasn't feeling good at all and I wanted to go home. And I walked up to the lady, which she's not an actual nurse, by the way. Fun fact. Nurses in the school are not nurses. But I walked up to her and I wanted to throw up, and she was sitting there on the phone talking to her friend for about, I would say I was standing there for like 5, 6, 7 minutes. And I was like, and I had to interrupt her to go home. Like I had to interrupt her and be like, yo, I'm standing here in the nurse's office, like why are you not helping me? So I feel like they should like I feel like they should just switch around some faculty a little bit. That's about it. And high school sucks, so just get through it.
Okay, is there anything you regret doing or not doing, and some things you wish you would have known before going into high school?
I wish I would have known a lot more about college. I had to find it all out myself this year, and there were actually opportunities years before that could have saved me a lot of money when going into college. My friend Munish we were talking about college the other day, and he was like telling me about all these things that his college is pretty much fully paid for, like full ride. And that's because he knew about stuff his sophomore year, his junior year, and he was applying for things those years. And I was always like, oh yeah, you can apply for like senior year. No. You know how much money I saved up? None.
I have $5.
$5. No, it's ridiculous. I feel like they should put a little more information out about that. And I wish that I had gotten myself into a sport. I mean, looking at it now, like, obviously I can't do shit. But when I first started high school, I had my little group, but I wish I, like, formed a family, I guess. Because I never really had that. I've only ever connected with, like, single people. But I wish I, would have had a sport and would have known more about college. That's pretty much about it.
Okay, and what advice do you give to parents for incoming freshmen?
Pay attention to your kids. Don't, a lot of things can slide. If you care about them, don't so much discipline them, understand them, and just relate to them. Don't shut them down. Don't discipline them for stupid crap. Phones are a big issue. If you could teach them to get off their phones when they're eating, that would be great. It's called manners, and I feel like that's kind of falling out. They're very susceptible to anything at this age, and I was lucky enough to have parents who care about me. Most of these other parents care about like how well I know obviously parents should care about how well their students are doing, but they care too much and they put them in things that they don't actually like. I think people should listen to their kids and let them do what they want to do, because that's what high school is, right? Like, you're figuring out your life. So I feel like if you are having a new coming freshman or anything like that, like, just understand them. And it's like, even in middle school, I know it's probably a little late now because you're probably showing those people for high school, but middle school are your most, like, vulnerable years, and I think I shaped myself as a person myself in middle school. I went through bullying. Bullying in middle school is a big thing because I think they're all big and bad. But as soon as you get to high school, you get hit with, like, freedom and real crap, and there's a lot of things you can get away with, and if your parents are not there to support you, you're screwed. Pretty much. So.
Okay, your final question.
Yes.
Would you recommend Seminole to other people?
Depending on your needs. I loved Health Academy, and I know there's people who have other opinions about that. I loved Health Academy due to my career path. I love nursing, and I have always loved nursing, and I love helping people. So going into the nursing program, which it's mixed up. They do it at random. You pick your most favorites, and this happens senior year. I worked. It's a little rigorous. Like, sophomore year, it gets really cool. But once you push through, get to senior year, and you pick a class that you enjoy, you will get through it. Some people don't get the classes, which kind of sucks, but kind of got off track.
Do you recommend Seminole to other people?
Yes. So in that sense, if you are a nurse, if you like nursing, if you like pharmacy, if you like doing veterinary stuff, like, don't get me wrong, it's hard work, but I think it was worth it because I have my CNA license, so that's about it. Yeah, I recommend it.
Anything else you want to say?
Thank you for having me here. That's it.